If you're suffering from yeast infection right now, what I'm about to tell you in the next 3 minutes will literally change your life. I'm going to tell you what's causing your yeast infection and exactly how to get rid of it. Hi, my name is Luke Lister. I was diagnosed with yeast infection around my groin that would not go away. For 2 years I suffered intense pain, itching, burning, discharge, and foul odor. I tried creams, several prescription medicines. It seems the more I used these, the more resistant my infection became. I was ashamed, embarrassed, frustrated, and desperate. The worst part, my relationship with people that I loved was hurting. I scoured the internet and tried things like 3-lac and oxygen elements with no success. In my desperation, and because standard medical care failed me, I even tried straight bleach. Now, don't try this yourself. I've got to tell you, there are some very dangerous remedies out there, including bleach, and some of these can literally burn a hole in your skin or worse. There are very few natural remedies that treat yeast problems safely and permanently, so you really have to be careful. When you're suffering from a severe yeast infection, like I was, you cannot imagine anything worse. The slightest bit of exertion or stress would aggravate my infection. At one of my low points, I came to the realization, after doing a lot of research, I found a pattern. And the pattern was that the root cause of all yeast infection is Candida overgrowth. So I armed myself with this knowledge and I embarked on a journey to try to find the natural ingredients that Candida could not build a resistance to. And to my amazement, I discovered some easy home remedies that could be applied directly on the site, and it was an immediate relief. And that initial relief was just an amazing feeling. But then I kept going because I needed to find a permanent solution to free myself for Candida overgrowth for good. Temporary was not good enough for me. I needed a permanent solution. And I made the following discovery. Candida albicans overgrowth is 80% dietary related, and this is a very important concept for you to understand. So I'm going to repeat it. Candida albicans overgrowth is 80% dietary related. So what this means is that your diet is the elephant in the room. Without proper diet control, you're never going to control Candida. It's extremely important. So here's what you have to do. You have to use a multi-pronged approach, and I'm going to explain that in a second. You have to remove the yeast, you have to starve the yeast, and you have to replace the yeast. But the yeast is very clever. It's a cat and mouse game with the yeast. It will wait for you to make the one mistake that it can take advantage of, whether it's dietary or stress or some other aspect that will help it grow. And that's why the approach has to be multi-pronged. You have to cut off all its supply routes. Now, I'm sure you've tried many products that are already on the market, and I certainly did. What are they not telling you? The fact is that 90% of all products are simply glorified probiotics or live bacteria. So what this means is they only attack one prong of the 3-prong approach. They replace the yeast. They do not deal with removing the yeast or starving the yeast. They will help fight Candida, don't get me wrong, but will leave other parts of your system vulnerable. It's not a complete solution. Worse, some products simply mask the symptoms, which can lead to lifelong damage because the underlying cause is never addressed. Sadly, conventional medicine does not offer much of a solution either. And here's why. The conventional medicine offers antibiotics. Antibiotics actually encourage Candida overgrowth in the long run. Why is that? Because antibiotics kill all the normal flora in the body. Then what happens is the yeast just thrives even more because the yeast has no competition. All the other competition, which consisted of the bacteria in your body, the natural flora, is gone. So some of these obvious truths are often overlooked by doctors. And the long-term solution is not a pharmaceutical product, as your doctor might prescribe. A natural approach is not only helpful, it's necessary. And the beauty of my 3-prong approach is that it removes the yeast, starves the yeast, and replaces the yeast. And if you slip up in one area, you're not as vulnerable because you're covered by the other 2 prongs. So I'm excited to share with you what all my research over the years has revealed. And I'm going to save you from making the same mistakes I made early on. And better still, I'm going to save you from the years of disgrace, shame, guilt, pain, and frustration that I felt and I went through to find a permanent cure. And I have put all that knowledge that I accumulated over 10 years into my ebook, which has been newly updated. Natural Candida Cleanse version 3.0. In this comprehensive 94-page guide, which has already helped thousands of people, first I'm going to reveal a quick start guide. This is a 24-hour formula for immediate relief. Now, if you're suffering right now, I know that you want immediate relief. So this quick start guide is going to help you get there. And I'm going to take you step by step, hour by hour, on what you should be doing to help you get immediate relief and treatment of things like vaginal yeast infection, jock itch and skin yeast infection, athlete's foot, nail rot, stubborn infections, mouth yeast infection. And you will feel immediate relief within 24 hours if you follow my directions. I'm going to lead you by the hand and show you exactly what you need to do. Next, I'm going to give you a simple 7-step holistic approach that will help you gain your inner balance. And by inner balance, I mean the balance of the natural flora that is occurring in your body. This is a healthy flora, and this is something that you must nurture within yourself and your body. And there's several ways that you can do that. I'm going to give you a very simple 7-step holistic approach to doing it that addresses several aspects of your health. Next, a 5-ingredient colon cleanse formula that you can drink every day. I'm going to give you the recipe. You can drink this every day, and what it will do is it will help kill the yeast and remove toxins from your system that are helping this yeast thrive in your body. Then I will tell you not only the precise products and brands that you should use, and you have to be very careful. You have to get the right brands, because if you get the wrong brands, they might introduce more toxins into your body. So you've got to have healthy, organic products, and I'm going to tell you exactly where to get them and where to get them for the best prices. In fact, the ebook will have all the product links that goes directly to Amazon.com, which has very reasonable prices provided by a host of merchants. And last but not least, I give you the complete Candida Cleanse Diet, where I will tell you the 10 types of food you should eat every day of every week. I will even give you a shopping list that you can take to your local health food store, or you can buy online, and I'll provide the links where you can buy these products online. Also included in my package are some valuable bonuses valued at over $200, and you can read more about the bonuses below. They're great for maintaining great health. Look, you no longer have to suffer or be embarrassed, be ashamed, frustrated, or live in constant stress. I know what that's like. And the solution to permanent relief from Candida that took me years to discover is right here, right now. So take advantage of my experimentation and my learning through the School of Hard Knocks. You're going to gain immediate relief within 24 hours using the guide that I give you. But best of all, you're going to get permanent relief, which will last you a lifetime. I really must urge you to get your copy of Natural Candida Cleanse 3.0 today. Look, your new life is waiting. My name is Luke Lister. I'll see you on the other side.